story that he's explaining, this is the definition and the practical path to world war.
Yes, it is.
Why a fight that happens in the Middle East is not just a fight that happens in the Middle East.
That's right.
A fight that happens there activates the entire world to join the side.
That's right. The people that live on the lower half of Yemen, those are the Houthis that are down with the Iranians.
Okay.
But now they're fighting the rest of the Yemenis, and they're fighting Saudi Arabia. And Iran is fighting Saudi Arabia. And so you know what's going to eventually happen. Nothing but some trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So this country, Yemen, right here, they're the red part. I'm seeing.
Go up a little bit if you could. Go up a little bit if you could. Is that you, Maran, moving the map? Can you move the map the other direction? I'm sorry. I meant down, Salakia.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, Mom.
Okay, so I got you now. So, okay, so that brownish part, that's the Houthis area.
Yeah, see how it says Houthi rebellion?
I see it.
That's the ones they having the trouble with. And you see that they sitting right there at the Gulf of Aden, which means they able to block anything going up into the Red Sea. And Iraqis are on the other side. If you go up by Oman, they own the other side of the waterway. See the Straits of Hormuz?
Where is that?
Right there, them two red lines.
Okay.
Now that Straits of Hormuz or whatever they call it, and that other end that the Houthis run, if they shut them two down, nothing can come out of the Middle East without going through them. That means everybody got to go up through the Suez Canal in Egypt, which will take forever. So,
okay, why? That's my next question. Why are the Straits of Hormuz so important?
Can you come down a little, just a little bit, little more until you see the two. Boom, right there. Now you see the two red lines by Yemen, by the waterway of Yemen. Okay. Point to the two red. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and then you see the two red lines up at the top of the Straits of Hormuz.
Okay.
All those countries, Yemen, Oman, United Arab Emirates, all the ones you've been hearing about, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Eritrea, Djibouti, or Djibouti as they call it, Egypt, all of their goods and all of their oil got to come through them two areas, and the one up in the north. So now, if all their goods got to come through there, brother, they and Mecca as well in Saudi Arabia, they ain't gonna be able to get it out. And see, Iran was smart. Iran just controlled the Straits of Hormuz. Now that they got those Yemeni rebels, now they control the other side down there. So now they can mess with all the world's oil, all the world's goods. They can bankrupt them countries if held long enough.
It is fair to say that the Strait of Hormuz is effectively closed here. We've already seen shippers deciding to attempt to reroute. We have skyrocketing insurance costs as well, and even the threat alone that Iran is now presenting, with the IRGC suggesting that they would set fire to any ship that attempts to make that journey, is enough to stop ships from attempting to.
So now, sir, the Straits of Hormuz up there, where was that say Banar Atlas? That's it.
Oh, Bandar Abbas.
Bandar Abbas. Now
that's all Iran.
That's Iran.
That's Iran.
Okay. I got it now. So they control that part.
Yeah.
And they control the other path because they control the Houthis, the rebels against Yemen.
Boom. So they got both sides. So they holding a lot of power. And that's also why the Israelis, of course, want to get rid of them. So that nobody can hold them up.
So now, right now, the goods, the oil, everything comes through those paths.
Through them two paths.
So Iran lets people come through these paths now.
They pay Iran. to go through there.
Okay, so they got to pay Iran, everybody around, they got to pay them.
I'm sure they work some,
of course,
you know, man,
to go through their path.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it. And so now, if Iran gets angry, goes to war, they don't let these countries, or at least not their allies,
shut them down.
They shut them down, so they can't trade.
They can't trade.
They can't get out.
Exactly. Okay. So they have a world of problems.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If they block it off. Not to mention they own firepower, they own weapons. You know, they could do a lot of damage in there. And what we're looking for in this prophecy, if we could, is now that Iran has been stirred up, who's an ally of Russia, Russia's prophecy is to eventually invade Saudi Arabia.
Thing I wanted to show you guys as well. Saudi Arabia feels as though they have been abandoned by the U.S. They said, the gentleman here said, Saudi political analyst Salman al-Akili on Al Jazeera says, America has abandoned us and focus its defense systems on protecting Israel, leaving the Gulf states that host its military bases at the mercy of the Iranian missiles and drones. I'll show you guys here. It's not in English, so everyone have to read along.
الدفاع الأمريكي مركز على إسرائيل دون دول الخليج التي تقع فيها كثير من القواعد العسكرية. وما في شك أنا في تقديري أعتقد أن هناك يعني نوع من العتب الخليجي على الحليف أو الشريك، إذا وصفناه بدقة، الشريك الأمريكي الذي يركز على أمن إسرائيل.
So he said our ally, our partner, the U.S., is focusing on the stability and the security of Israel. So they feel abandoned. And I want to get your take on that. You guys go ahead and jump in.
Well, and
they're going to use Iran, like the Russians, if you could, I don't know if you're able to get it, but you see where the word Iran is? All the way to the eastern side of the coast. Come closer to the east. The west. To the west. Where that little ship is near Kuwait. Now go up on the land of Iran. Don't move the map. Leave the map there. But just slide. Yeah, you good. Go from Kuwait over to Iran. Right there. Go back to the edge. Come down just a little bit. Now come in just a pinch. The Russians are building a nuclear power plant right there. Can you put the marker back up? Yes, sir. We lost you. The Russians are building, and listen, and when the Americans went and bombed Iran, they did not bomb this site. They did not bomb this site because the Russians were there. Can you leave it on them? Yeah, I got it. The water. The Russians was there. Now look how close Saudi Arabia is. You got Bahrain, which is one of their major cities, but that's Saudi Arabia right there. So if the Russians got to go, they going in there. That's where they going in. And that's biblical prophecy. We that close. The Iranians are that close to the Most High's word coming to pass. So it's hot. That whole thing is a powder cake. And they flew over all them countries to bomb Iran, which means that's why Iran came back and bombed Qatar. And bombed Iraq. And if left alone, they might have bombed some more. Now, if it increase, it might go on in that Saudi Arabia, and there may be no turn. Because if they go in Saudi Arabia, America can't come back. America, you're going to see white boys die across them deserts. They're going to bury white bodies in them deserts by the truckload because of all that's going to take place over this oil. If you in the military now, you a fool. Just like that. What's the name of that brother? And so with that in mind, Lord allow, they're going to end up in that place. Salakia. Cool. And if they do, damn right. And if they do,
okay, I get it now.
You know what I mean?
And so those countries, right?
Yeah.
Now how many, which countries are with Russia and with America?
It's a good question. Can we bring it back up one more time if we could? This is a good one right here. Pull it on in a little bit more. Okay. Palestine. That's Israel. Okay. That's over there with Esau. That's the west.
Okay.
Jordan, the west. To the left is Cairo, the west. Okay. Egypt, the west. Saudi Arabia, the west. Kuwait, the rest. Bahrain, the rest. Qatar, the west. United Arab Emirates, the west.
from the Iranian regime. Iran is carrying out strikes on multiple neighbours, insisting it's aiming at US military targets. NATO defences have shot down a ballistic missile believed to be launched at Turkish territory. Israel and the US have been pounding Tehran and parts of Lebanon, including Beirut.
Slide on down. Now let's talk about the other side.
Okay.
Yemen with Iran. Eritrea with Iran. Djibouti with Iran. Sudan with Iran. All the lower states are with Iran. Go down a little bit more. That's where the map ends. Somali and Somaliland, they split in two. One half is with Iran, the other half is with the West. U.S. military presence in all those areas, as they say. So they split up right there. Now, above that, you had, Salak, if you can go up north enough, a little bit more, you got Syria was with Iran. Damascus with Iran. All of that is Iran's allies. That's the split up right there. So, and all of it so that the Lord could bring in Israel, so he could deal with this nation.
I didn't even realize how big Iran was till just now.
It's huge.
I mean, good Lord.
It's a huge, it's almost as big as Saudi Arabia. That's a big country, man. Iraq was pretty big. Now you got, these. And, just think, man, these countries are deserts. Ain't nobody controlling all of that whole country. With all them deserts out there, man, and you know what I mean? Who knows this? Who knows who's in that damn desert? You came, them Bedouins and them.
Yeah.
I remember when we was out there, you go out there, man, you would drive 2-3 hours into the desert. Ain't nothing out there, no lights, you in the dark. 3 hours. The sun come up, they sitting out there with a camel drinking tea. You like, where in the hell did this man? He come out of nowhere. A bunch of them, 2-3 of them, they just living out there. You know what I mean? Like they can dwell in, I don't know, they got their style. They can dwell in them deserts. And I guess them camels,
Forget about it.
get them, give them through. And they all out in them areas. So who knows who's out there? You know what I mean? I'm sure you got quiet military groups from the U.S. and all that is in that mess. But we just needed to come right where it's supposed to come. Now, once they come across over in the Saudi Arabia, then we on the march towards the end of the world. Unless Trump and Netanyahu, the Lord got two perfect idiots to bring it in right.
I'm telling you.
Because Donald Trump on the west, Netanyahu on the other side, between these two idiots, they end the world.
That's it.
They good and dumb enough to end the damn world. So we waiting to see. So
What are you? I appreciate it.
What are you?
Okay, I see it.
I see why militarily why they went at Syria. Why America wanted to destroy Syria because they were allies of Iran.
Yeah.
Really, Iran really damn near almost by themselves right now because a lot of them cats is not really simply Yemen, and they ain't even trying to destroy Yemen right now.
Yeah. And only if you go right north. Can you go up any higher, Og? Is that it?
That's it
Right above that, you start going into Turkey and Russia.
Yes,
And Russia is damn near sitting like the overlord
That's it.
over all them countries if he could hold it together. Because they done brought all them rockets into Ukraine. I could see the plan. If they'd have knocked Russia out, everything up underneath there, they'd have bombed it into the Stone Age. Iran would have been wiped out. All of them would have been wiped out. So the Lord spared it for now, but let's see what happens next. Salaam.
Please, come on.
Yeah, man. The water, y'all.
You die?
Iran's parliament votes to close the Strait of Hormuz after U.S. attacks. Following U.S. strikes on nuclear facilities on Saturday, the Iranian parliament has voted in support of closing the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical oil transit choke points, according to media reports.
Yeah, that's the one we was looking at on the right-hand side. Yeah, they're talking about shutting it down. That's a major choke point if they go there. If they go there, and they might go there. Donald Trump looked like he'll stir it up for them to go there. And what you hear on the news is such propaganda. It's so different. You know what I mean? But the biblical scriptures say that they're gonna go into Saudi Arabia. Iran was step one, and it happened.
That's it.
The Persians. It said right after Gog and Magog, it said the Persians, did it not? Then it said, I will stir up the Medes for thee. Let me tell you something. Pakistan and them, they getting in it too. They getting ready to get in it too. And Pakistan got nuclear weapons. And listen, they said several countries lining up to give Iran that bomb. They want that Brexit online. They want their economies to blow up like the West. The West has the oil on lock. And think about it, it's a rough one. The oil, all them Arab countries got the oil. The West got the petrodollar controlling everybody's oil. And all of them want the Brexit so they can cut the West's money and take some for themselves. And the West is holding them out of it. Russia's trying to bring them in it. The Lord is mustering the host. So let's see what happens as they go forward. But they going down that road. That's crazy. They want their oil back. Like all slaves after a while. They just want their chance to spend their money on themselves. That's what Africa crying about. Everybody crying about that. You know what I mean? And we don't even know that part of the wealth is ours in America.
Right.
We look at it like we a guest too.
That's right.
And we ain't no guests. We built this place. You know what I mean? So we ain't no guests. So Slocky. Come on. Are you?
You die.
Come. Vladimir Putin says countries are now ready to supply Iran with nuclear weapons.
That's what you just said? Yeah. There you go.
Most time, correct.
That's it.
Getting ready. They line. Did it say they lining up?
Oh, come.
See that? They want to give that bomb to Iran. They think, oh, you the one they coming after? We might as well draw the line right here. And after the Israelis really messed up because after they bombed the Palestinians so bad, don't nobody want to deal with them. You know what I mean? It's damn near like America also washed their credibility off the table too, because now it's like the Arab countries are saying we sit up there trying to be just with them when this ain't got nothing to do with being just. They just coming to get this. And it don't matter what, like the scripture said, have you come to the land with no walls?
That's right.
You come to just take a spoil for yourself. Now they beginning to realize that it's like that. So they changing how they going at it. You know what I mean? It's going to be bad.
And sir, this story that he's explaining, this is the definition and the practical path to world war.
Yes, it
like
is.
Why a fight that happens in the Middle East is not just a fight that happens in the Middle East.
That's right.
A fight that happens there activates the entire world to join the side.
That's right.
Which by those paths, everybody has to make money here.
Yeah.
Everybody has to get oil from here. So no one can stay out of it.
That's right.
Every country on the planet has to pick a side.
That's right.
That's World War III.
That's World War III. And it will not be fought over there.
Shalom.
You better get ready for over here. It's getting ready to go in every country, all over the place. Every nut and crazy man is going to come out on all sides. It's just going to be a mess in this earth. And it's so right. It's so right because they've had their chance to rule. I mean, they ruled us out mercilessly for as long as possible before we just become exterminated. And now the Most High, after our punishment is fulfilled, is stepping back into the earth to put an end to the reign and the rule that they've had for so long towards the Most High's chosen. And again, okay, the only reason they feel so arrogant is because the 12 tribes of Israel are truly the most humble people on earth. No other nation would be doing it. Every nation you read about and watching, they all have rebels in their country. They all pick up arms against each other for whatever the case might be. Different religions, they fighting. Different food, they fighting. Different routes of business, they fighting. Different ethnic groups, they fighting. But here in America, it's like, no, let's all be a melting pot. Let's be the example for the world. Let's be better than all that. But meanwhile, we done suffered hundreds of years of slavery and still getting stepped on. And so we the only ones foolish enough to think that that plan works. Democracy never works because there's always somebody on the bottom. It's the only way it can work. So We happen to be the one that's on the bottom for now. But boy, oh boy, judgment is coming. So, Salaki, I yield, yo.
Please.
Damn right, man.
You died.
Khan. Iran attacked U.S. air base with short and medium range ballistic missiles, U.S. officials say.
Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar was attacked by short-range and medium-range ballistic missiles originating from Iran, a U.S. defense official said Monday.
And that's big. They broke out of Iran. Iran does not attack countries. For them to break out of Iran.
Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar was attacked by short-range and medium-range ballistic missiles originating from Iran, a U.S. defense official said Monday.
And that's big. They broke out of Iran. Iran does not attack countries. For them to break out of Iran and bomb Qatar, ooh, they that close. Qatar right here. Saudi Arabia right here. Why ain't let the bomb go a little left? All you had to do is bank left a little bit. We in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Qatar right there. They went in there and bombed the U.S. air base. 10,000 soldiers was on that base. They evacuated. But they had 10,000 soldiers on that base. And they got over 50,000 soldiers between Turkey all the way down to Saudi Arabia. They got about 50,000, 60,000 soldiers. So they already got, more than enough manpower in the theater. Now that he has bombed that country, what else is going to get? Are they going to? Well, they said it's a ceasefire right now. The Israelis don't hold to no ceasefire, so that'll last till Friday. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be shocked if it go past. That's damn near to refuel. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be shocked if it go past a couple of days. So what I'm looking for anyway next, this is just me myself. I'm looking to see the Israelis pick it back up again and start the battle again. And then the question will be, what bases will they bomb next? And will those bases include Saudi Arabia? And on top of that, will the Russians? That's it. Because the Russians proposed giving them a nuclear warhead to go on that hypersonic missile. If they give them that, the playing field's level. It ain't sideways no more. The playing field is level. Then you're gonna have to really want that land in. Because they're gonna have the ability to drop a nuke on somebody else. You better want that land in. And there ain't no stopping that missile. So they're gonna be in it. Everything we always said would happen in these prophecies, thanks be to the Lord, they coming to pass.
Earlier today, U.S. troops were told Iran war is for Armageddon, return of Jesus. Apparently, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but apparently troops were told that Donald Trump said he had been summoned by Jesus to bring forward Armageddon.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone West.